welcome to the November vlog. I'm super late because it's already January, but who cares? No, I mean, just a lot of things happen in December, lots of family drama and the usual like Christmas holidays, which make you think like you've got a lot of time to do things, but you actually don't because so many things happen. And yeah, I didn't have time to edit it. Actually, it's been ready for a while, but I just didn't have time to film this bit. I'm in my room, sorry, it looks a bit stupid like this, but who cares. Yeah, what happened in November? Now I need to remember. No, I started the month in Cambridge and I ended it in Utrecht, which was really nice. This year I am trying to do a lot more traveling by train, which I used to do, and then I lost the habit when I moved to London because everything's a lot harder to reach by train than when I was in Brussels. But yeah, so I think those were two like nice examples of lovely little trips you can do by train from London. And yeah, what else happened? I had some amazing reads in November that have really, yeah, I ended the year with just some really great novels and I'm really happy about that. And one very triggering movie that I watched that I think I talk about, like, I actually talk about it 3 times in the vlog. I had to cut one part out because I was like, okay, we got it. You got triggered by a movie. But yeah, overall it was a good month. It's just that, yeah, I guess like a lot of people, when the days start getting shorter and it starts getting towards the end of the year, I get a bit seasonally depressed. And so my mental health wasn't the best. But it was okay, we got through it because we're here now. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this vlog and I'll see you in the next one that will come much sooner than this one, I promise. There will be less time between the two, hopefully in the next like week or so. Lots of love, thank you for watching, and yeah, oh, by the way, no improvements in editing whatsoever. It's been 11 months now, and to be fair, I haven't even made an effort to get better at editing. It's just, I've really treated it as like a video diary and not really like a project to get better at or improve any skills, which is fine. Like, it became whatever, this vlog thing became whatever it needed to become, and yeah, there's just one more left because I said I would do 1 year just for my own, to improve my own little creativity, and I'm almost done now, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Yeah, see you soon, bye. I started the month by going to Cambridge. My best friend Annabelle from university had a test that she had to take, and so I accompanied her, and while she was taking her test I just roamed around the city because I'd never been before. I saw all the main colleges, the university press shop, some cute little bookshops. I also ran into this church. Someone was playing the organ. And I walked around the Fen at sunset. I think it's called the Fen. It was beautiful. And in the evening we watched Drag Race to release a bit of pressure because she was really stressed about her exam the next day. Smile! The next day I went to the Fitzwilliam Museum and I went to the Made in Ancient Egypt exhibition. I loved that fish. I thought that fish was so lovely. And yeah, the exhibition, I mean, yes, it was great, but it's just always the same thing as when you go to the British Museum or any museum, historical museum in the UK. Everything is not from the UK and stolen. And so to me it's really hard to get excited about it when I know all these things shouldn't be there. This is Iranian pottery, which I love, in turquoise. But the building in itself was really nice.
So Joe has been banished, only 3 of you remain. But are you all faithful, or is a traitor still here? once again, you can now end things right here, right now, or you can banish once more. This is your last chance to banish someone because the game automatically ends when there are just two of you. Players, please select your pouches. Alan, let's see what you have chosen to do. End the game or banish again. Alan, you have chosen to end the game.
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't get any traitor vibes from these two at all.
David, let's see what you have chosen to do. You've chosen to end the game. Why?
Because I've never believed Alan was a traitor. I had suspicions about Nick, but the way he's just spoken about Joe means those suspicions evaporated. And I may be wrong, it may not happen, but I did love the idea of the three of us all being faithful and ending the game together.
Nick, this is the last pouch. If it burns green, we end the game right now. If the fire burns red, we banish again.
We're going to the Barbican. Woo! So we had a whole little Sunday date planned at the Barbican. We spent the whole evening there and we saw the Giacometti Mona Hatoum exhibition called Encounters. It's when they make two artists kind of talk to each other through their different sculptures and pieces. Mona Hatoum is a Palestinian artist, multimedia artist, and it was a really great exhibition. I really enjoyed the conversation between the two, and this is actually one of her films that I had seen before, where you see her walking around Brixton, I think, with boots representing the weight of being a person of color or a minority. And then we saw a concert by the London Symphony Orchestra, which was a gospel concert with 200 people singing, and it was absolutely wonderful. It was my first time hearing gospel, and I loved it. First book I read this month is GUNK by Saba. It's her first novel, and she is a young author based in the UK, and she's from Brighton, and the book is actually set in Brighton. And I really liked it. I'm not going to say much about it because I feel like it spoils the story, but it's about this woman called Jules who works in a club. The club is called GUNK, a student club. And yeah, it's just about her life, her relationship to her parents, her relationship to maternity, her relationships to her husband, who's the owner of the club, and who's like a typical type of fuckboy. In French we say vieux beaux, which are like men who peaked in their like teens and 20s and then like keep going on it even though they're not handsome anymore. It's really good. I'm sat on the floor. You can see my bathroom with the toilet here. It's not very cute, but it's really good, and I really, really love the cover of it. And next up is Orlanda by Jacqueline Harpman for my friend Jess's book club. This is actually her book that she set up, and that is in like a little bit over a week, I think, maybe. So I have to read it quick so we can discuss it next week. And then I went to another talk by the Sophia Club about the search for enchantment and how to get back in touch with your magical side. And then with my friend Jess, we went to the Tate to see the work of Aboriginal Australian artist Emily Kngwarray. I knew nothing about Aboriginal Australian art, and I absolutely fell in love with her work. It was so stunning. Seeing her draw her country through seasons and times with such beautiful colors, and it just had an energy, like really, we both agree you should go see it if you can. I just came back from the cinema. I'm in bed. As you saw, we watched Die My Love with my friend Dom. And it was so unbelievably triggering. I saw the trailer, but I wasn't really, I mean, it's, this kind of trailer where you don't really know what the movie is about. And I knew, like, there was some mental health related topics, but yeah, it's the story of, like, a couple that just had, that has, like, a 6-month-old baby, and you kind of see them, like, spiraling, and the new mother suffering from, like, postnatal depression and slowly falling into some kind of psychosis, and their marriage crumbling because of that. But mostly it's about her mental health, also being, like, isolated in a house in the American countryside. And it was just fucking horrible. Sorry for swearing, but it really triggered me. Yeah, so I hope I'm gonna be able to see. I mean, the movie I thought was really good, but it was just, I'm not in the right mental headspace at all to watch that kind of thing at the moment, especially not late at night on a Friday. So yeah, if you want to watch it, just know, if you're a woman who has depressive tendencies and who's always been afraid of going insane, don't watch it. It's me again. It's the day after, and I thought, okay, I'm by myself, I just had dinner, I'm gonna watch a movie. And I've always really loved Almodóvar's movies, so I put on one of the very few that I haven't watched, called Matador, and in the first 10 minutes there's a rape. So I think it's just not a good weekend for movies. Everything that I watch is triggering. I'm still gonna keep on watching though, because I really like his movies. But yeah. Then again, I guess, what is not triggering to me at the moment? It's a good question. Anyway, I think he looks a lot like my father as well, the main actor. What's his name again? He's the guy who played Zorro. What's his name? You know the name. He looks a lot like my dad when he was young. Like, they really, really similar. Antonio Banderas, exactly, that's the one. Anyway, good night. Little mid-month, actually more than mid-month, because I think it's the 20th today. Little check-in. I'm sitting on the toilet right now, but I'm actually fully dressed, so don't worry about it. I am super tired. I haven't actually filmed in the past almost week, actually, because I went to watch a movie and it fully triggered me. I'm not saying it's only the movie's fault, because I think there's also, like, a hormonal part of it, a mental health, like anxiety and depression part of it, a season part of it, because yeah, the days getting shorter and it being dark all the time has also a huge impact on my mood. But yeah, I haven't been feeling really good in the past week. To tell you the truth, everyone pisses me off. Like, yeah, everyone just annoys me, which is really when I know that I'm not feeling well. It's when I can't find, like, a single good thing because I love people. So when I hate people, it means there's an issue with me, not with people. And yeah, I've just been feeling really under the weather. So I'm just trying to tell myself that, you know, it's autumn, life is slowing down, nature is slowing down, and so should I. And I know it's also the past few months have been really difficult with my family and like health concerns for myself and for them. So it's okay to just, it's not because I'm not working, as in I don't have like a 9 to 5, that I can't be tired, because that's also something I've been telling myself, like, you don't even have a job right now, like, why are you tired? Well, I mean, I'm actually tired because I don't have a job, and all of the tiredness from the past 5 years is just now coming crashing over me. So yeah, tonight we're going to the theater with Cam to see his French teacher. Actually, she's directed a play, so the play is gonna be in French with English subtitles. So, and I have loads of nice things planned in the next couple of weeks. So I know I'll be okay. I just need to give myself some time and some grace. I went wheel throwing for the first time, yay, with my friend Julia. We took a 2-hour class. It was so fun. I've been wanting to do it forever, and I made this little matchable, and for a first try, I'm really proud of myself. It's so cute. I can't wait to see it once it's out of the oven. And then the next day, we went to the V&A storehouse, to their archives, and had a look at this beautiful jewelry that was from Yemen, Palestine, Lebanon, because my friend Lauren is doing a history of design masters, and she's writing an essay about chickpea bracelets throughout the Levant. It was super interesting. I had never been there before. You can visit the storehouse. I highly recommend it. There's plenty of interesting stuff. I wanted to talk about my weekend. It's already Tuesday, but I didn't film all of my weekend, and it was such a good weekend. On Friday, which I didn't film, we went to a poetry workshop with my friend Jess, which was really good. Everyone was really impressive. I didn't have the guts to go up and recite one of my poems, but it was really nice listening to everyone. And it was in an art gallery that was really, really cute, on Essex Road. And then on Saturday, I saw my friend Nike for coffee, which I also didn't film. And it was so nice to catch up because I hadn't seen her in a while. And we talked for a really long time. And then I went to do pottery, which you saw. And then Sunday, which you saw as well, I went to the V&A archives with my friend Lauren to look at some jewelry for her research. And then we went for a little walk up the canal. It was freezing, but it was really beautiful. And we had a drink at the pub with some of Cam's friends and Lauren's friends, because they went to uni together. And then I came back here, made a lovely dinner, and we watched a movie, which was really good actually. It was like a murder mystery. British one called Gosford Park, which got an Oscar in 2001. It's got literally, like, look it up, you will know every single actor. It's got like, I don't know, 20 actors, and they're all really famous. So that was really nice. And then on Monday I woke up a little bit depressed. It's always like that for me when I have a really good time, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, what now? But yeah, so I thought I would talk about what I've read this month. So I've already talked about GUNK, I think, earlier in the vlog. But then after that, I read Orlanda for my friend Jess's book club, which was very good. I really enjoyed it. We discussed it during our meeting last week. And the only thing is that I think it was really like full of references. It's based on Virginia Woolf's novel called Orlando. So if you don't know the story about that, I'm not sure you can understand the novel. And it just has a lot of literary references in it, which I think bring quite a lot to the story and are a bit hard to grasp if you have never read like Proust or Balzac but it was a really good like kind of psychological novel. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, so that was the second read of the month. Third read of the month, and for me it's the highlight, is this one. It's called Blessings by, I'm going to try to not butcher the name, Chukwuebuka Ibeh. That's how I think it's pronounced. Nigerian author. He was born in 2000. It's his first novel, and which I think is crazy impressive. And it's just beautiful, honestly. Like I'm a big Nigerian literature fan, as most of my friends will tell you. It's one of my random interests. I just think Nigeria, in terms of culture, is so superior to so many countries, like in terms of cinema, music, and literature. Some of the best novels I've ever read, contemporary novels, were from Nigerian authors, and honestly, this is one of them. It's like a coming-of-age tale about a young boy who is gay and living in Port Harcourt. I don't know how you say it in English. Port Harcourt, I think. And they send him to like a seminary, like a boarding school, because his dad finds out that he's gay, and it follows him throughout his life from childhood to like early adulthood. It's really beautifully written, really poetic, hard to read sometimes. I loved it. So if you can read it. It's smart and sensitive and moving, and yeah. So, and then that will be my last read of the month, is this, which I'm almost done with. It's called Brandy Sour by Constantia Soteriou, who is a Cypriot author, and it's translated by Lina Protopapa. I think it's important, and I don't always do it, and I should. It's important to cite the translators as well, because for example, for her, this translator is her translator, as in all of this author's books are translated by the same person, which I think is really interesting. I think the relationship between translator and author is super interesting, because obviously like she knows her prose and how she writes by now, and like she has to obviously respect the way she writes to like for it to be the same in English, but obviously sometimes like there are little liberties that they take, because the two languages are also not the same, not constructed the same, so sometimes they take little creative liberties, which I think are really interesting. For example, my friend's Jess book club is called Dreadful Literature, which is based on a sentence that is in Orlanda at our first book club read, and it's from a book that is written in French and translated in English, and in English it's translated to Dreadful Literature, but in French the way it's written is just bad literature instead of dreadful. So this is like a little like creative freedom that the translator took, which I think is really interesting, and it makes sense in the context, but it's not like a literary translation, if that makes sense. And anyway, this is really fun and really nice. It's short stories based in a hotel in Cyprus, and every story is a different story about a different person every time, and every story is about a drink. So brandy sour, lavender tea, orgeat, like things like that. And it's really fun, it's really nice. I will probably finish it before the end of the month, but then I'll probably start something a bit more intense. So it's perfect end of the month in terms of reading. And really good reads this month. Went to get my knee checked again, but let's not talk about that. I went to see my friend Lauren's show. She was part of the Adidas Young Creators Network, and they made a whole group project about the origins of house music, which was super cool. She made some amazing rings for it, and the whole setup was just really, really great. I just finished this. I know I already talked about it, but now that I've finished it, I really, really, really loved it. It's really a great, smart book, really short, something different, talking about like a hotel in Cyprus, in Nicosia, and short stories, so very easy to read. Every character is associated to a drink, which makes it very fun, but at the same time it teaches you about the history of Cyprus and the Civil War. Really recommend it. Loved it. We ended the month by going to visit my friend Margot in Utrecht, which is a city next to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. She's been living there for a while. You can see her there. She's so cute. We went to a few galleries, and I actually saw this painting that I had seen in The Hague years ago from this artist called Juane Xue, and she makes those tables after dinners, and they look so beautiful, and the light hits them so well. I really love them. And then I saw these funny little paintings as well from artist Gerard Villemeno, I think. And just overall, the city was really lovely. We walked around a lot, and we visited the tower because, fun fact, Cam actually studied here during his master's, and the tower was always in renovation, so he finally got to see it. And we climbed up, which was a bit hard for my knee, but still really nice. And we also saw it at night, which was lovely. And yeah, the whole city is very picturesque. And yeah, we just chilled as well, watched the game, chatted, did some face masks, walked along the canals, which was lovely, very cold but beautiful. And yeah, it was time to go, and we took the Eurostar back, which was a bit long, 4 hours and 45 minutes, I think, from Amsterdam, so even longer to get to Utrecht. But overall, it was a really nice end of the month, and we had a lovely time. Yeah, see you next month. Thank you for watching.